Merry Meet and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. This is a general reading for all signs for today, the 9th of November, 2023. Moderating on YouTube is the lovely Honey Paw. Moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, Honey Paw. Thank you so much, Dre. And thank you to everybody for joining us today. I'm reading with this Polka Tarot of Marseille, which I have not found a source for, that I don't know if it's even in print anymore. But I did put a link to our shop so you can buy other decks, but I don't know where this one is. You might try eBay. Let's see. I'm going to purify with this Verveine by Provence Santé. 3 sprays in this room. Like I said, you can find a link to purchase that cologne and other tarot decks in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. If you're watching on a restream on YouTube and you don't want to watch me shuffle, you can use the timestamps. So just fast forward right through that. Get right to the reading. I don't read with card reversals, so you will see me flipping cards right side up. It's just how I like to read. All is fine, I promise. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video. Give that little video a like. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. And don't forget that you can watch on Twitch without any pesky ads when you subscribe to us there. Like I mentioned, we do have a shop, and that's at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. That's all affiliate links, which means that we make a small commission off of each and every sale. Another way to support us is by giving a donation. You can do that by using the PayPal portal, paypal.me/arielgatoga, or by, if you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks. There's all kinds of other donation options on our website, ariels-corner.com. There's a little donate link in the footer of the page. That's not why we're here. We're here for you today to give you a reading. So remember, this goes out to a lot of people, and if it doesn't seem to apply to you, it may just not be meant for you. In that case, check out the Zodiacal readings for your sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. And you can find the most recent restreams of all the tarot readings on the website, ariels-corner.com, arielscorner with a hyphen.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link in the main menu. Let's see what's going on with everybody today. We got the Ace of Swords, nice. The Devil, nice. And the lovely Magician card. Okay, so today's a day of overcoming and just really being vigilant with yourself. You can overcome your tendencies toward self-destruction, attachment, needing to get other people's approval, all that stuff that just wastes your time, wastes your energy, and realize that you know what you want. You know what you want. You know what you want to accomplish, and it's up to you to stand up to the parts of yourself that try to distract you from those things. And some of the ways that we distract ourselves is by attaching to specific outcomes, not keeping our mind open to new ways of letting things work out. Sometimes by staying attached to grievances and attached to, just things being the way they are because that's the way they are, and not looking at the option and the possibility that things can be different than what we think they are, and that we might be wrong. And it's this sword here is, when you're dealing with this Devil card, is the ability to say, I hope I'm wrong about things that aren't working right. I want to be wrong. Show me I'm wrong. Prove to me that I'm wrong. I can't wait to be wrong about this. And being wrong in that regard is such a positive thing. Anytime you're looking at, oh, this can never work for me, or I can't possibly do this because it's not exactly the way that I thought it should be. That's when you want to ask to be wrong. You want to be wrong about those things and know that that's a high place to be. Now, the other thing you want to be wrong about is that other people's opinions of you have a whole lot of power. They have a lot of power if you give it to them, just like your ego has a lot of power if you give it to it. But that's still your power that you're giving away. It's still yours to give. And so if you're giving that power away, you can take it right back. So let's look at maybe today the ways that we tend to try to live outside of ourselves. And as the wonderful character Edwina Monsoon once said, living your life through other people's eyes. You don't need to live your life through other people's eyes and worry so much about their opinions and whether they approve of you. I mean, really, how many of those people pay your bills? How many of those people are going to be there for you when you're down and out, when you need some support, right? So why do you care? Why do you care? I know that's easy to say, but it's really an important question to ask yourself. Why do I care? Why do I care what they think? What is it going to do to me or for me if they have a positive opinion of me? And to what degree am I willing to sell myself out to get that approval that has absolutely no value? Do I have to change the way I am just so that they like me? Do I have to change the way I present myself to the world just so that I can get maybe a little positive response from them? What good is that? That's what selling your soul to the devil is. It's not some pact that you're making with some demon so that you can get something out of life. Most of us don't even think in those terms, but we don't ever question selling ourselves out so that we can maybe get a little approval from people that don't matter. And it's not that they don't matter as souls, but their approval doesn't matter. The role that they play, the character that they play in the drama of the storyline of your life don't matter. What matters is you and your power and your desires and your goals here. You're the reason why you came here. Now, there is an opinion that matters, yours. It matters a lot. What do you think? What do you want? Not how can't it happen? Not what do they think, right? So this is you wielding your power, and it's a wonderful thing to see. And I'm grateful that it's happening for you. I'm grateful for you that it's happening for you. And your gratitude that it's happening for you is a good thing too. Be grateful that you're recognizing where you're giving your power away and that you are having the gumption and the audacity to take that back. Take that power back. Look at this. You have another ace. So not only is that power that you're taking back going to make you feel better, but it's going to bring you everything you want. Because that's what people don't realize is, well, how do I get what I want? Where do I go? Outside of myself, outside of myself, outside of myself. Maybe if they like me, maybe if I do things the right way, right? Instead of, no, I have the power to get what I want within me by keeping my power to myself, by pulling back within myself, looking at myself and asking myself, what do I want? Giving myself permission to have the things that I want and leaving them out of the equation. Because it's none of their business. It's not any of their affair. Nice. 5 of Cups. This is what happens when you sell your soul to the devil. You get depressed. And when I say sell your soul to the devil, I don't mean that in a theological manner. I'm talking about what we've been talking about in this reading. Living outside of yourself, hoping that you can figure out a way to make something outside of you give you what you want. There is no outside of you that can give you what you want. Only you can give you what you want. And the only way you can give yourself what you want is by turning within and recognizing that you have always had the power to go home if you click your heels. You've always had the power to go home. Remember that in The Wizard of Oz? You've always had the power to get what you want. Now, there's that funny Mad TV scene where Glinda says, you've always had the power to go home, and you wouldn't have believed me, and all of that. And she and Dorothy is like, are you kidding? You've withheld this information this whole time, right? But it's not really that Glinda has withheld the information from you. It's that you haven't wanted to hear it. You haven't wanted to hear the fact. This is your Glinda right here, your Hermit card. You haven't wanted to hear the fact that you have the power. You want them to be able to have the power because that way, if it doesn't work out, you have a scapegoat. And that's what this devil is. It's your scapegoat. So that if things don't work out for you, you can say, well, they didn't let me. They didn't like me. It's them. It's their fault. Don't do that to yourself. You don't need a scapegoat. What you need is to refocus on who you are and why you're here. And if you forget, you always have your very own connection to infinite intelligence, which is your guide. That's who that hermit is. This hermit lights your way, but that light doesn't mean much if you have your eyes covered. If you cover your eyes and you say, oh, it's so dark. It's so dark. Oh, right? And the hermit is just sitting there patiently trying to remind you, take your hands off your eyes so that you can see what's in front of you and go get what you want. Go have what you want. Go do what you want, be what you want, and stop selling yourself short. Right? And if you get stuck and you don't know what to do, you can ask. It's right there. It's always right there. He, she, they, Glinda, right? The hermit, whatever you want to call that, is your fairy godmother, always right there to give you exactly what you need in any moment of time and point of space. But you see, we're so afraid of failing that we would much rather say, oh, I can't do that. It's their fault. They won't let me. We're not doing that anymore. We're not selling ourselves short anymore. We're not saying it's up to their approval. It's up to me figuring things out outside of myself, right? That's what depresses us. That's what gets us so down, is this feeling like we have no power. But we do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves because we don't want to take full responsibility for ourselves. We don't want to take responsibility for our results and our failures and our successes. But you see, that's a trick of the ego, that it's scary to take responsibility for your life. And that if things don't work out, that you'll be a failure or whatever. You can't fail. That's the message of this reading here, is it's impossible for you to fail. It's impossible for you to fail. All you can do is delay. And the way that you delay is by not recognizing your power, by giving your power away. And so today's the day to take the power back, recognize that you have everything that you need to be, do, and have what you want in this life. And the more you realize that, and the more you take back that flittered away power, the faster you are going to see those realizations come into fruition. And if you get stuck, you always have a guide. But these two things here, this magician and this devil card, they can seem like insurmountable obstacles to you, because that's how you want them to seem. Because that way you don't have to worry about it. That way you can just always blame somebody outside of yourself. So be aware of that tendency. That's a trick of the ego. You don't need a scapegoat, and you don't need other people's approval. All right, now I do have 3 meditations that are indicated if you want them, if you want to do them. The devil is called the breaking yourself free from fear. The magician card here is called, the meditation is called letting go of others' opinions. And the hermit card, that meditation is called working with your inner guide. Now you can find all of those tarot meditations if you follow the link right in the video description of this video and every other tarot video on YouTube that I have. All right, well, this is a wonderful, wonderful day for you. Take back that power. Don't believe the nonsense that you've told yourself. Listen to that higher self instead. No more scapegoats and no more need for approval from others. That's how you move out of this depression and into the success that you desire. And it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Heather and Dre. And we will see everybody tomorrow. Blessed be.